Hello, friends. Welcome to today's video. We're talking about the new AB6 album. I'm a little late, it's true, but we're talking about AB6's The Future Is Ours Found. I'm late. I don't know what to tell you. I've been busy. This week. I didn't get around to it, but we're doing it now, so all is fine. Just to go over how this video is going to work, though. I'm going to run through the track list and give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end, but I do have a couple disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1. This album's still pretty new. I'm filming this on Thursday, so it's a newer release. It hasn't been out that long, and my opinions on it very much may change over time. Second disclaimer, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because music is subjective, and that is great. Also, Vivid. This is AB6's Vivid album. There's a song on here that is relevant, which is why the album is here. But we'll get to that at a later date. For now, Vivid is joining me. Alrighty, now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get started. And first up, we have Whistle, and let's start by addressing the obvious, okay? If you ask me, in my opinion, this is the worst song on the album. It's not that it's unbearably bad, because it's not. It's not a horrible song. It's just the weakest one here. Mostly because the background music annoys me, but also, I didn't love the chorus. I see the vision for what the song was trying to be, but the vibes I'm getting are that of like a bad Monsta X song, and it's just not for me. That said, this song isn't a complete lost cause. The pre-chorus is excellent, and the verses, they're not like groundbreaking, but they're solid verses. As a whole, though, it's just really not for me. It's not a style of music that I personally enjoy all that often, so I don't really intend to listen to this song ever again, but that's also fine because it means we're only going uphill from here. Next up, we have the title track, Grab Me, and it is incredible. Okay, like this is, if you ask me, one of the strongest songs we've heard so far in 2024. Let's just get into the song though. Starting with the verses, the first one's good. I enjoyed it enough. It was a good listen. The second verse, though, it's not as good as the first. It's not a bad verse by any means. It's still quite the enjoyable listen, but it's just not on the same level as the first verse, if you ask me. The bridge is also stunning. However, I do take issue with the fact that it is like 10 seconds long. I wish it was a little longer. Maybe give Ujin like a little rap down there. Something to just stretch it out a little more because it felt very short, although I did like what we got. Now, let's talk about the chorus. I love the first half of this chorus, okay? I think it is an absolute banger. It is amazing. I adore it. The second half, though, where it gets some more, let's say, chanty, let's call it, I'm not all that into it. I'm not mad at it. Like, it doesn't ruin the song for me, but I very rarely enjoy the more chanty style, and this is no exception. Big picture, though, this is a great song. I like it a lot. I've been streaming it pretty often since it came out. It's a phenomenal listening experience. Like, I love it. But this is also not AB6IX's best work. They have better titles, if you ask me. There are songs from them that I like more. But at the same time, this is also better than what a lot of boy groups are doing. And it is still a phenomenal song, so I'm considering this a win. Our next song is Traveler, and hear me out, okay? I had a vision listening to this song, which is why Sir Vivid is joining me for this experience. Track 4 on this album, Surreal, right? We all remember that song. It's AB6IX's like best B-side ever. Traveler reminds me of like a slightly more clapped version of Surreal. However, in spite of being a more clapped Surreal, it's still a very good song, right? Like, Surreal is one of my favorite AB6IX songs. To be even like it is a compliment, and I liked this song. I liked the guitar at the start, and the verses are solid. The first verse is particularly good. It's not like a hard-hitting verse, but it builds so perfectly with the pre-chorus so that that first chorus comes in and it hits even harder. Like, it's a moment. The bridge is also excellent. Sounds gorgeous there, and Ujin devoured his rap. Although, to be fair, I'm biased. I'm an Ujin stan. But I think it's time to talk about the best part of this song, which is the chorus. This chorus does demonic things to me. I lose my mind. I have the time of my life every time it comes on, don't get me wrong. I've heard it a good few times by now, and every time I'm just losing it. Like, this is a banger chorus, and it's a moment. Also, that beat drop after the second chorus, incredible. I love that. The background music there is cool, but to be fair, the background music throughout the song is great. In summary, I love this song, okay? It is, if you ask me, the strongest on this album, and one of the best in AB6IX's entire catalog. Moving on, next is All Night, and it's like a very sudden shift from Traveler, because Traveler's a banger, right? This, it's a lot more toned down, and it's a lot more chill. And I think it's just the fact that we came off the masterpiece that was Traveler, because my first listen to this song, when I listened to it just like as part of the album, it didn't really hit for me. Listening to it on its own, it's definitely more of a moment. Like, I enjoy it more as a standalone song, but listening to it as part of this album, it just doesn't do it for me. However, again, like, on its own, it's good. The chorus is a bit of a bop. I like the pre-chorus, and the verses are pretty good. But that's kind of all I have to tell you about it. Like, the main thing holding the song back is just its placement on the track list. If it didn't come after Traveler, I would have liked it more, but unfortunately it did. Okay, last but not least, we have ILY, or I Love You, and I had another vision for this song, not a surreal vision, but like, hear me out. Old winner, like debut era winner. That's the vibe I'm getting for this. Maybe it's just that I kept hearing Taehyun in the vocals. I don't know, but I was having a vision. Anyway, this is another good song. It's more vocal focused this time, which means it's a very pretty listen. That said, I do have a few, I guess, complaints really are the only word for them. First, the pre-chorus is gorgeous, but the chorus itself is a bit meh. Like, it's not bad, but it's just kind of bland. My other complaint, which is a running complaint I've pretty much always had, there's too many raps in this song. There just are. Like, Woojin has a rap in the first verse, and then the entirety of the second verse all to rap in. And to be clear, again, I'm an Woojin stan. I like his raps in this song. I think they're good raps. But I don't think we needed such a substantial portion of the song to be raps if you're going to do a more vocally based song. Maybe let your singers sing. As a whole, though, I do enjoy the song. It's nice. It's pretty. If you're into a more toned down sound, you'll probably enjoy it. Plus, Eun is a great singer, so there's that too. But that's all I have to tell you about this album. So with that, it is score time. And overall, I'm giving it a 9.4 out of 10. I think so. It starts pretty weak. I'll give it that. Like, the first song is not ideal, but then we have a great title and one of AB6IX's best songs. So, like, yeah, 9.4 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know how you feel. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And in the description, I'm going to put all my other AB6IX reviews so you can check that out if you so choose. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!